My name is Bhekinkosi Moyo. I'm the Director of the Center on African Philanthropy and Social Investment here at the West Business School. I also teach modules in philanthropy. So CAPSI is one of those centers in the business school that was introduced mainly by African foundations that wanted firstly to teach the field of philanthropy, because there's no other university in the continent that teaches African philanthropy. We are the first university in the continent to do that. Secondly, we wanted to conduct research. For a long period of time, there wasn't much data and research on African philanthropy and social investment. We are also the first center to do that in a big and academic and rigorous way. And then thirdly, of course, we believe that practice and theory have to work together. So most of our programs try to combine the interface with the private sector, with foundations, but also bringing that into the classroom. So CAPSI has turned about 6 years now. And when it started, obviously one of the biggest issues we were worried about was knowledge on African philanthropy and social investment. How do we interpret the landscape? I can tell you now that over the last 6 years, we've published more than 100 articles in the form of reports, books, journal articles, etc., etc. But we've also managed to really understand the landscape on philanthropy over 35 countries. At the moment, we've just been supported by the Mastercard Foundation to build partnerships with 17 universities across the African continent to look into the contributions of the non-profit sector, which includes philanthropy, towards the creation of dignified and fulfilling jobs for young people. And within that project, we have also created the possibilities of financing 20 PhD students over a 5-year period with very good sustainable funding. But I think one of the other things that we are happy about is that for the first time in the continent, we have produced a cohort of academics, researchers in the field of African philanthropy and social investment. Some of our students, as we speak right now, are doing projects that are seeking to understand the giving patterns in countries such as Ghana, South Africa, among others. Some of our students have also, because of the courses that they've done, been in a position to actually go into global foundations to work there. One of our examples is a student who used to work for an international foundation based here in South Africa, but has recently been given an opportunity to go and be based in London to be responsible for a project that will focus on Africa and the Middle East. So those are some of the outputs and the successes that the center has made over the last 6 years. I mentioned earlier that one of our students who also used to be a staff member here at CAPSI was actually taken by one of the American universities to actually go and teach there. And so for us, we actually see that as a very exciting moment for us, because it means we're expanding the understanding and the teaching of African philanthropy, not just in the African soil, but also in the global north. So CAPSI's programs keep on evolving, but there are some that will remain the same. For example, our programs on student intake, especially the master's program, the PhD, as well as the postgraduate diploma, are going to continue. We just want to increase the numbers and popularize this course. Globally, the numbers in philanthropy students are not that high. We want to try and see if we can promote ourselves and also attract students from the corporate world. Over the next couple of years, we want to see the numbers increasing. From the research perspective, we are obviously excited about the research that we are doing, firstly to try and interpret the landscape in Africa on philanthropy and social investment, but secondly because of this 17-country partnership on looking at the future of young people and how they can be employed by the non-profit sector. But there are some areas that we have no choice but to attend to, which we had not done so in the past. These are areas around philanthropy and artificial intelligence. We cannot avoid researching into the different ways in which artificial intelligence can be of use in the space of philanthropy. Secondly, we have to look into issues of climate philanthropy and climate finance. The world is in the current state, and if we thought COVID was a big pandemic, climate change is a huge pandemic for us. And so we have to understand the flows and how that space is financed. And so we are doing a lot of research on that. And I think finally, we have always wanted to do something on women and philanthropy, and we had not had the opportunity to do so, and we have now taken the time to develop an initiative on women and philanthropy. And that initiative will see us doing research in that area, developing academic modules in that area, but also doing advocacy work around that area. So those are some of the new programs that I think are going to be added to the current programs that we are consolidating on.